anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Terrapins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Virginia's offense will start this game off with the football. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Back to throw, it's Morris. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ross. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes the offense on second down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turning it on! Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Morris. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Virginia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Got his man on the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
Number 34 on to kick it away.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Handoff from the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Makes the catch. And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man, it's Williams. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. Right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll pull it on the read. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There he goes! He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. It'll be a draw. Sweet cut there. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. High in the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Taylor. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll do it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They run the reverse. Across the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.